Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything as long as it's, what was it? As long as it's interesting to us. I was like, dang, what's the words again? Dang, that's crazy. Yeah,
Only been saying it for like 4 years, man.
I know. That's why I was like, wait, line.
Wow. So we talk about anything and everything. We've got LOL Game Beast checking in. Oh,
Finish it
welcome,
up,
welcome, Game Beast.
Game Beast.
Getting that beastly gaming on.
Game Beast.
So we are live and interactive. It is June 4th, 2025. It is 8:03 p.m. on the left coast.
Oh, yeah.
And for interactive, what does that look like, James?
Just like what LOL Game Beast did, just throwing in the comment there, letting us know you out there. Saying,
Yeah.
what's up?
For show, for she's.
It's just a dizzle.
So it's been another week.
Yep.
I have I've had quite the last month or so medically. And throwing up the dub. Oh, it doesn't show up here.
Yeah, it doesn't show up here.
Lame. Anyways, so we talked about before. I had a dentist appointment a couple weeks ago, and then I was in the emergency room. And,
right.
Well, yesterday I was at work and I was winding down the end of my day, and I got a phone call, and it was my dentist's office, and they're like, "Hey, we can get you in tomorrow to do one half of your deep cleaning because I've got to do two, both sides, right?"
Right.
And it was like, well, I'm off tomorrow and I need to get it done. Let's go. And let me tell you, so prior to my dentist appointment a couple weeks ago, I hadn't been to the dentist in 20 years, right?
Right.
I hadn't had an oral procedure done since I was probably 12, I think, around when I had braces put on.
Okay.
Because right before I had my braces put on, I had two teeth pulled out of the top.
Okay.
Room. And she warned me. She talked me through exactly what she was going to do and everything. And even then,
this is going to hurt.
Well, it actually didn't. There was only
No.
a couple points where there was a little bit of pain, and I have to attribute that likely to it not being numbed enough or it starting to wear off or whatever. But I wasn't prepared for like my half of my face to just be numb. Yeah, and like
Sylvester Stallone style.
Feel like I had fat lip, and
Hey yo.
I also wasn't expecting it to come like up into my nose and my half my nostril to be numb.
Well, all that stuff's connected, so
yeah, but still, it was a very weird experience.
Wait, half your nose was numb?
Yes, just half.
One nostril.
Well, it's just like only half my mouth was numb.
Huh?
It was just like only half my mouth was numb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know. Am I breathing still? I can't tell.
Yeah, so I was there for about an hour 45-ish or so, and I've got another half to do. I've got it scheduled for a couple weeks from now.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But then it should be on to regular cleanings, probably 4 times a year for a couple of years to
make sure get that taken care of.
Yeah,
most excellent.
So yeah, I've got a interesting food item to try tonight.
Cool.
The wife picked it out.
Cool.
I don't think I would have gotten this on my own, but I'm gonna try it. And
cool.
My gut is that I'm probably not gonna like it, but we'll see.
Well,
this is Pringles grilled beer brats.
Miller Lite, gross.
So let me move the can away from the microphone while I pop it open. Oh, wow. It smells like, as soon as the can popped, like just a whiff of like brat. Okay.
Bratty.
That's weird. It tastes like a brat.
Tastes like you got meat in your mouth?
I'm not going to answer that. It tastes more like a brat than it does a chip, like a potato chip.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not really picking up the beer, which is fine.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there's a it's very.
I don't need a chip that tastes like beer. That'd be gross.
Yeah, it's very little there on the back, but not much. Yeah, it almost has a hint of like barbecue sauce kind of flavor too.
Oh, okay.
like a light barbecue. But yeah, I mean, this is actually much better than I expected. I don't, it's not as good as the bacon grilled cheese I had last week, but this is good.
Well, I got this from Little Brewing Company, Cannonball. This is a hopped American lager with lemon and lime. This is one of the beer. You can't really tell. This is one of the beers that was in my Lazy Dog Beer Club pack. This is number 3 of 4. This is a summer camp in a can. This beer was crafted to bring an adventure and joy with every sip. That crisp, refreshing feeling of jumping in a cold lake on a hot day inspired us to create a full-bodied lager with a hint of lemon and lime. Brewed to be crushable, this beer carries flavor that recalls summer days and warmth of Florida sunshine. Jump in, cheers. This is again the hopped American lager. The hops they used was American Cascade. 2-row ingredients: 2-row base, grain, malt, flaked corn, and barley. Clear light straw. That's the look, the smell. Citrus, light malt, floral notes. I'll pour it in the can, see what that feels like. Feel light mouthful with a front finish. A crisp entry with notes of lemon and lime, balanced with floral notes and bitter finish. I don't know about the bitter finish, but let's see what this.
Sounds like it'll be up your alley.
Yeah.
You got to hold it up higher so we can see it pouring.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Mm. Yeah, I got that lemon lime flavor. So it kind of has like the front it tastes like a Sprite. I don't really the bitterness. I'm glad I'm cool with not having a super bitter or whatever. But yeah, this is actually pretty good. Little brewing company. Good job, guys. Cannonball.
Right on. Well, this last weekend on Friday, I went out with a good friend of ours from high school, a friend of the show, Angel.
Kabarlak.
Yeah, we hadn't seen each other, in quite a while, and so he had his birthday recently, and I had my birthday before that, and it was like, yeah, let's get together. So we,
Yeah.
I went out to Fernley or Ferntucky, as we like to call it,
Ferntucky,
and we met up at the local Jackpot Crossing, and there's a Mexican restaurant inside, so we partook in some food there and libations. And then we headed over to the local Dice and Duels, which is a gaming card shop. They have a couple different locations. They've got one in Fernley, Fallon, and one in Carson as well.
Oh, they out in the country. I get it.
Well, Carson's not super country, right?
Well,
Fernley, Ferntucky, Alabama.
Yeah.
So
off the beaten path, if you will.
The cool thing was they let us bring alcohol in.
Oh,
and right next door
that'll make everything more fun.
Was a 7-Eleven.
Easy.
So I walked in, picked up a couple 32s of High Life, and went back into to the Dice and Duels, and we started playing a card game that Angel had gotten on Kickstarter recently, and we hung out, and it was a good time. It was nice to hang out and catch up. The evening didn't end well for him, but we'll leave it at that. So anyways, did you do anything fun and or exciting the last week?
So let's see. Last week I saw Mission Impossible Final Reckoning.
How was that?
That was good. It's very long.
Here's the only thing I care about. And spoiler warning, I haven't seen it, but I want the spoiler if it is there. So if you're not interested, mute for a moment. Please tell me they finally kill him.
Who?
Ethan? Yeah.
No.
So there could be another one. Okay.
No. This one, like they have said definitively, this is it.
I mean, I've heard that about many things over the years.
Right, but the definitive, like over the course, like in this film, they recall everything from like the first movie onward. So everything has apparently been connected this entire time, and we didn't know about that. But yeah, so I enjoyed that one. But be warned, if you do go see this film, it is almost a 3-hour film with previews and everything. It's going to be well over 3 hours because it's 2 hours and 50 minutes. That's the actual film runtime. And then on Thursday, I think I said it, but I went and saw the Karate Kid Legends, which I also thoroughly enjoyed. It gave me very much the first Karate Kid vibes. Not a little bit. It still has kind of the cheese of Karate Kid, but there's a little bit more reality based. I don't know. But yeah, it's also a very fun movie. Bringing Jackie Chan and I was about to say Daniel LaRusso. What's his name?
Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio back. Reprising his role as LaRusso and Jackie Chan coming back as Mr. Han from The Karate Kid with Jaden Smith. I thoroughly enjoyed that film too. It was just fun, kind of just it's very very much in the vein of Karate Kid. We had rehearsal this past Tuesday.
What kind of rehearsal?
For chorus.
Oh, the TSA choir that's
Yes.
been all
So
over the media lately.
right. So we actually any performances that uh, we had to cancel. Well, we didn't have to cancel, but we canceled to just kind of let everything set. After you know the video that we talked about last week.
And
Uh,
there were other videos that have come out and gotten a lot more views because of that one.
oh, okay. Well, anyways, so basically, so yeah, basically, we're just kind of letting everything kind of just settle.
Choir's
And
on hiatus.
no, I mean, we're still gonna meet. We're still gonna meet and rehearse and learn some new stuff, whatnot.
So the supervisor is still going to get paid to do the choir.
Well, she does it. She does it. That's part of her collateral duties. That's what this is considered. This is considered a collateral duty.
Mm.
It's because it is what do I don't remember how collateral duties really. Basically, it's not it's part of work function, but not. And so like you don't have to. It's more like a voluntary. It's a voluntary thing
Oh, so you shouldn't get paid then?
for those that are doing it.
Yeah, you
So
should. So you shouldn't get paid if it's voluntary, right?
no, I mean it's a voluntary within work, so that's why they pay.
No, volunteer is volunteer, which means you don't get paid, right? It's not.
Voluntary to join, like you don't have. It's not something that you have to do. We have like honor guard and stuff like that. We have an honor guard, and like so they go to events and such. They've done some stuff with us. We actually, well, yeah, we've done some stuff together. Like when we had a graduation of a class, one of the first classes out here for inspectors. I can't remember exactly the title. And the honor guard was there. We performed, and then we did that all together. We had a what is it called? Honor flight, I believe it's called. We had military personnel coming in there to Vegas, and then they do a whole. So we sang for them and saw them off as they went on their adventure in Las Vegas.
I'm sorry.
So
Honor Flight came to Las Vegas. That doesn't.
yeah,
Usually they go to DC, so that's a little weird.
well, no, I mean, I guess there's a number of honor flights. So like this one came to Las Vegas, and this was a group of people who are either former or still currently serving and had some time off or whatever. And so it was cool singing for them. They really enjoyed it. We saw them off to get on their buses, and then they went off on an adventure in Las Vegas. But yeah, so anyways, we're currently on hiatus. But here's some news that came out of this, which was kind of crazy. We actually we got an offer to be on America's Got Talent, which unfortunately we aren't able to do. So because I guess this isn't the first time with Miss Shalita, who was our director. She started the choir in LAX, and which is still there. They also had been asked to do America's Got Talent before as well, and so, but unfortunately, we aren't able to do it because of legal reasons, I guess. Although we did question it because we were like, wait, there was a couple years ago there like the Army choir was on there, but I guess there's a difference. I don't know. So, but yeah, so that was kind of cool. Like I said, but unfortunately, we're not able to do it. So that's kind of sad. But it's still kind of cool that this video that has caused some strife something good came out of it, I guess. Well, that came good, but we're not able to do. But like the airport is, the airport's still good. Like our upper management at the airport is also still good with us having the choir. But like I said, we just have to take we'll still be meeting to rehearse, but we just won't be performing for some time, which that kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and tomorrow, ballerina, John Wick, yeah.
Ah, Yes, the film you thought you were going to see like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah, but except I forgot. And when I bought the tickets, because they had them like those are way early. Like I was like, oh, that's why I thought it was that week, but unfortunately, it's not. So what's that card?
Fair enough. I guess. Um, so, did you know that there is a KFC body mist?
The F4.
So if you wanted to smell like fried chicken, I guess.
No, like that is not okay.
Yeah.
Who made this? What is the
Probably
company that is responsible for this, and why is this not an April Fool's Day joke? Because that sounds horrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
At least if you made it smell like Popeyes, it'd be okay.
I mean, it is in I believe it's in Mexico or it's in a Spanish-speaking country, wherever it is. But yeah,
Obviously, no taste. Obviously, no smells. They can't. Oh God.
but yeah, you can get it in a regular glass bottle, or you can get it in something that looks like a chicken wing. Or
Please
grubby.
pull that up. Let me see that. Yo, what? What's that other one? That one on the far. At least I'm looking at the screen. So far left down. That one. That one right there.
KFC body mist.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Actually, not the weirdest thing. One of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. But no, that is some branding that didn't need to happen.
Yeah, I mean, stranger things have happened, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So last week on the show, we talked about
Last time on Fat and Black Connection.
we talked about the KaboomCon raffle Saturday. Well, since then, we released a video for what Sunday is going to look like. I don't have the audio on because last week there was just way too many issues with you. But this way,
Oh shoot!
you can at least see what there is. There we go.
Blang blang. Every time I come around your city, blang blang. Loki and Wakanda Forever and Marvel's box. And some more Funko Pops. And some more video games. And some more Funko Pops with some game boards. Board games. Oh, yeah, the Rock book.
So on Sunday, over $650 in prizes.
Come on, you had. Oh, sorry.
So, and that's before we have any raffle prizes provided by any of the vendors or anything like that. Come on, you have bacon candle, and what is wrong with more chicken in your diet, James?
Nothing. But I do not want to smell like fried chicken. Bacon candles, I'm kind of on the fence about bacon candles. I like the smell of bacon. I don't know if I mean that would just probably make me hungry for bacon. But I don't know. I just the whole the KFC thing. It's just weird. Like it. I don't know. No. I don't want to smell like KFC. If I'm gonna smell like chicken, I want to smell like good chicken at least.
That's fair. I think that's fair. I mean, I think KFC is good chicken. I don't think it's bad chicken, but Popeyes is better.
Like I prefer, again, I haven't had KFC in, sheesh. Oh no, did we have? I think one of the last times I had KFC, I had the Double Down, which was that was a big back move. Like whoever made that was a big back sandwich for sure. I think me and my brother had KFC one time just because it was on the way home. But most of the time now, if we get chicken, we go to Jollibee, which if you've never been to Jollibee, holy smokes, that chicken is
You
good.
like your Filipino chicken, huh?
That Filipino chicken is fire. And Popeyes, of course, is always good. Well, not always good, but most of the time good. Just KFC's been like, as of late, it's been really greasy, bro.
I mean, that could just be your location that you're going to.
Yeah, that could be too, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, KFC's just been really greasy. Like their mac and cheese, always good. I don't mind actually. One of the last times I had KFC, I had one of one of those bowls with the mashed potatoes and the chicken and the corn and like I think there's like mac and cheese in there or something in there, something like that. And that was actually pretty good. I don't mind that too much. But
Well, my philosophy always was that Popeyes has the better chicken, KFC has the better sides. So, if I can if they're close by, and I used to do this a lot, way back in the day, when I used to hang out in like the San Jose area and whatnot, there used to be a KFC like 2 blocks from a Popeyes. So I'd go pick up my sides first, and then I'd go pick up my chicken, so it was nice and fresh and hot, and then I'd enjoy.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So let's talk about something controversial. Okay.
Controversy.
I don't think it should be. I think this is where I'm gonna either offend some people, and if I do, I don't care. It's not my intention. This is just what I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, over the last week or so, we have been posting on the social medias,
right,
some cool artwork. Now, yeah, this is AI generated. As you can tell, there's like 2 C-3POs, right?
It's 2 Leias.
There's 2 girls. I mean, yeah, they kind of have the same face, right? And this is one of the downsides to AI. You can keep fiddling with it and get something better or more in line with what you're looking for, right? But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to think of creative ways to, get our brand out there, to hype up the Kaboom Con.
I was like, is that supposed to be me?
But no, actually,
there's no mustache or beard.
That's not supposed to be you.
Oh.
I'll leave it at that for right now. But ultimately, I guess there are some people that are immensely offended by the fact that we're doing this.
What?
Because how could we say you're not allowed to come to our con and sell AI-generated artwork, and then we use AI-generated artwork to
promote
post our social media?
Well, we're just literally using it just to promote. We're not selling it.
Yeah, we're not selling
It's not going to be on any merch.
No, it's just, and so I went back to all the posts that I've done so far, and I put on there, artwork is AI generated for entertainment purposes only. Suck it. No, but it's like, get over yourself. Like,
yeah, bro.
If you've got a problem with it, okay, then speak up and say something. What really pisses me off is the people that are going like third party to someone else and saying, "Hey, that's not cool." Just nut up, like be a man or a woman or whatever, and just say, "Hey," directly to me or you or whatever. "Hey, I don't like this," and explain to me what your problem is. If your problem just is that we said you can't sell AI stuff at the con, yeah.
There's a reason we don't want you to sell AI stuff. Like if you're creating stuff, cool. But like if you're using AI to create something and to sell it, that's not, I have a problem with that. It's not that it's not art, but it's not art in the traditional sense, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a guy that actually so this is crazy. I heard this is a number of months ago. This guy entered a photo contest just to prove how it's hard to tell the difference between AI and real photos. This guy made turned in a photo that was AI. He knew it was AI, but the contest didn't, and that kind of turned into a thing where this guy won, but he basically said he basically denied the prize because he was like, I didn't create this was AI. So
yeah, and again, like I have no problem with people that use AI. It is a tool. Why not utilize it to its greatest capabilities, right?
Yeah.
My problem is if you're trying to pass it off as genuine artwork that you created. And yes, you could say, oh, well, I did create it. Because I'll tell you, some of these, especially like going back to this Ghostbuster one, I spent probably 30-ish minutes to get this one exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Like if you look closely, you'll notice this one says Dawn, Brent, Chris, Odin, right? Like, so it took me a couple minutes, to get some of these more in line with what I wanted specifically.
Right.
Um,
Oh, that's cool. I like that one.
You like that Brent down there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
But it's more like if you're not selling it, if you're not trying to pass it off as your own genuine art that you created and made, and you're not trying to sell it, I don't care. But if you are trying to sell it as your own artwork that you made and created, then no, I'm not okay with that being at our event. You can do that in your own free world wherever you want, but not at KaboomCon.
Yeah, no, I mean that's understandable. Like that's what like that. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I mean, yeah, like again, if you created it, if you like, let's say like you made an image like this, right? You made an image like this, and then you took that and you basically you used that as inspiration and you drew it yourself. Like you actually hand drew it, inked it, painted it, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Cool. But like you used it as inspiration. You're not just basically printing this out and using it. Like we're not putting this on anything that we're going to sell. We're just using it to like, oh, hey, this is promotion.
Yeah, well, and we do hire artists and stuff for the official logos and artwork that we're using.
Jim the artist, baby.
Right, and he draws it. He does the work, right? And so that is what we are selling. What I'm wearing right now. What you're wearing right now. This was done by Jam, right?
Yes, sir.
So I don't know. Like I said, I think ultimately, if you've got a problem with the fact that we're utilizing a tool to help promote the con, and the question that I asked of the person who shared this information with me is this even a person that's already like a vendor or something like that? Because if so, let's have the conversation. If this is a special guest and they want to have the conversation, let's have it. But if this is somebody who's just complaining and they're not even like, bugger off.
Come to the con. We'll discuss it there. In the back room.
Yeah, I just
But yeah, no, it's just I mean, like again, if we were selling the stuff, yeah, I'd be against that, but we're not.
Mm-hmm.
We're just using it as it's just a promotion, baby.
Yeah, and also in any of these, I'm not even like putting the link to get tickets or any of that kind of stuff.
Nah. He's not. Oh, you're not even. Yeah, you're just using it to just make posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
But keeping up with some KaboomCon news, I kind of teased it already, unfortunately, but blank screen.
Awesome.
What in the world just happened?
What is going on here?
Boss is what?
Undoubtedly.
Oh, that's why. Hold a moment.
One moment, please.
The problem is when somebody provides artwork.
Technical difficulties.
We'll just use this one. We can finally announce.
Hey, they're back.
Three Arrows Games is coming back, and Three Arrows Games will be running the KaboomCon game room.
Oh, nice.
Both days.
Excellent.
So we are very excited to be partnering with Three Arrows Games based here locally in Carson City.
The diamond, the heart, and the club.
I don't see a club, but okay.
Or not a club, a spade.
Yes.
Sorry. I was like, yeah, there's Three Arrows. That's good.
Because Three Arrows Games is the club.
Oh.
I don't know. But very excited to have them coming back and now to run the game room.
I feel like the A in game should be a club or something, just so they have all four.
Well, you should suggest that.
Hey, man.
So I figured out what was going on because there is a logo here. I promise there is. And you want to see how I can promise there is?
Oh, there it is. Look at that.
So let's
use
the magic tool and replace the background with white. And That didn't work.
They just changed everything you liked.
Uh-oh.
Reverse.
There is no going back. Okay.
3 hops this time. Left foot,
Anyway.
let's down.
3 Arrow Games. Excited to have them coming. We'll be
3 arrows.
We'll be posting officially about them here in the next couple days, and we will have more information to come about what people can specifically expect. I know that they're planning to bring a crap ton of games. They'll also have games for sale, but they'll have crap ton of demo games that you can play.
Are they gonna have the lounge set up again? That was crazy.
We will see. So excited to have 3 Arrows joining us.
Yeah.
So did you happen to catch this trailer for the Benicio del Toro Frankenstein?
Yes.
I had no idea. I'm sorry, Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo.
I had no idea that this was even coming.
Yeah, whatever. I'm cool with it.
Well, what's hilarious to me is I literally yesterday just finished watching Moon Knight.
Oh, wait.
Again, I've watched it before, but I just rewatched it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I finished watching Andor last night, as a matter of fact. But
I'm sorry, you hadn't finished Andor?
No, I was so behind on Andor. I just finally finished it. Yeah. The ending, I was like, the ending was cool, but I was like, it just, I don't know.
The ending leads right into the movie.
Does it? Okay, I'll double check. Anyways, I'll watch the ending and then turn on the movie. Anyways, yeah. So, but yeah, no, this actually looks very, very entertaining. It looks kind of a new spin on Frankenstein with like some of the same, but kind of new, but with a twist. So yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what this looks like.
Agreed. To Doom was this last week, and this was one of the trailers they released there. And
what?
To Doom?
To Doom?
Yes.
I've never heard of that before.
It's how like the network television stuff, they do like upfronts and whatnot. So To Doom is Netflix's version of that, except they actually broadcast it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my Netflix was out the other day, so. Anyways, but yeah, that's kind of cool. That's really cool. I'm interested.
I love this new
poster. Yeah, that's a dope poster. I'm loving the fact that they're going retro with like everything for this movie.
I mean, I wouldn't call this retro because at least in this universe, this is modern.
Right. But I'm saying this is their modern, but I'm saying in the feel of everything is that 60s, that kind of 60s vibe, that kind of
60s is not retro anymore, man. That's like beyond something that would be considered almost antique. I mean, it's definitely historical, but it's
I'm gonna refer to
retro now is more like the late 80s, early 90s.
That's blasphemy. Anyways, but
I don't make the rules, man.
Yeah, well, we should. Anyways, I definitely like this feel. I like it's aesthetically pleasing to my eyes.
I agree. And one of the things that I've started to observe over the last number of months, maybe a year or two, is going to movies. There's like this phenomena almost where the movies are trying to keep up with like Disney in as so much as like the items they release to coincide with the movie release. Like, this thing is amazing, and I certainly hope you pick one up because this is at an AMC theater, which I think you have one close by.
I do, but most of the time I go to Century, so
I understand. But look, I
might have to go. I might have to go to one for this thing.
You don't got to go to the movie; just go pick this up. So this includes a large popcorn, large drink, and candy, and it has a place to store it all.
How big is this thing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I might just have to go get one of these anyway.
I would appreciate if you could pick me up one as well.
Yeah,
because this thing is cool.
I'll see what I can do about that. I'll say, you know what I'll have to do? I'm about to pick up one for the movie. No, because I need to go. Well, maybe I'll go see it again. Anyways,
Well, wait, there's more.
oh, the Galactus
Hold
tub.
on.
Oh, sorry.
So this is a large popcorn tins where each one comes with a little action figure, kind of. There's 6 different
What?
ones. Yeah,
How much is there? How many are there?
there are 6.
Jesus, that's so much popcorn. Did you get to choose?
How about these cups?
Yo, what? Oh, that is
And again, all of this stuff is at AMC, unfortunately.
Jesus.
However,
I did see the Century.
this one is at Regal,
Yeah.
and this is a Fantastic Car popcorn container.
Regal's way too. I mean, honestly, like I like Regal, but God, if they are not one of the most expensive theaters in the world right now.
Yeah. Again, you don't have to go see the movie there. Just go in to buy the car.
I want this car.
And of course, since you already went there, this
Yes.
is what will be at Cinemark. So
I definitely want that Galactus head, bro.
341 ounce Galactus.
That is crazy, bro.
Yes, I will be getting one myself.
Yeah.
The other 2 popcorn tins, they're fine, right? Like the Mr. Fantastic with the wraparound arm, okay.
I'll get most likely like I'll get that Galactus head and then I'll get that souvenir cup, bro.
The 44 ounce,
Yeah.
not the 20 ounce double walled cup,
Maybe. It depends on which one, it all depends.
but that Galactus with light up eyes,
That's crazy, bro.
so much popcorn.
So much popcorn. That is, oh my God, that's crazy.
It looks.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, I need that in my life.
Yeah, as long as it looks that good in person, because
Yeah, I don't want some bull.
that's always the hard part, right?
Yeah.
Like
The ones they show in the commercials are the ones that they like make sure they touch up and make sure they really
do the detailed artwork and
yeah. And then it's like when you see the toys on the commercial, they always like pristine, and then you go and it's just like, bro, why does his face look like he had a stroke?
Jeff is asking if you could pull that up about
Have you seen the Stitch one?
At
And
Regal,
it
he
says- at
specifically
Regal.
says, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think it's that impressive what I'm seeing. So again, I don't know.
They've had some that are pretty cool.
This is from Regal. It looks like it just comes with ears.
I mean that's kind of cool.
I mean, there's this one that looks like it's
No,
Stitch, but
there was another. There's been some like they had one for Garfield that was like he's holding the bucket and then like they pour the popcorn in, but it's just like it for me like the only reason I didn't really get one of those is just because it goes further back, but it's just like that's just too much for me. It looks small. I mean, yeah, it's cute, but whatever. I'm not getting that. I'm not paying extra for that.
yeah, clearly Jeff must be a Stitch guy. I don't know.
Yeah. Bro, that's been Stitch's. Man, I didn't realize how popular Stitch was, bro. I mean, I should have known, but like,
I'm not hating. It's just not my thing.
Very popular character.
Speaking of very popular, oh my G, did you see this Marvel token Fighting Souls?
Yeah, I was like, it threw me for a second because I was like, what in the world? And
So
then
this
I
is
saw- it's
4-on-4.
Yeah,
it's
what is
basically
it?
Marvel versus Capcom.
Marvel versus Capcom, but just Marvel. And actually, I love the fact that Iron Man looks like what was it, Gundam? He very much reminds me of a Gundam. I'm hoping that they this was obviously the Japanese version, but I'm kind of hoping that will they overdub it? I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it'll be dubbed. Of course it will.
But yeah, no, I mean, man, I haven't played a fighting game in so long, so I mean, I'm hesitant to say, yeah, I'll get this, but maybe if there's an opportunity to play it,
Oh, I won't get it unless it's like on the Game Pass or if it's like super cheap.
Yeah,
But I saw it and it really spoke to my inner
throwback,
youth. Yeah,
throwback for sure.
yeah.
Like I loved Marvel vs. Capcom. I love Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Capcom,
Whatever.
Capcom,
I always used to call it Camcom, but whatever. Capcom, whatever.
Cap,
Yeah,
Capcom.
whatever. Yeah, say it. Whatever. You said it. Cool. Two. I love those. I enjoyed those games. They were a lot of fun. During that time we had Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, so that was just kind of natural.
Tekken.
Yeah, we had. So I mean, basically, when that came out, I was like, "Oh, superheroes, cool!" In
Yeah.
so I could
As the
team
kid
up with
played
Iron
day to
Man,
day.
with Mega Man, and and Spider Man. Oh, Wolverine was also man. Wolverine was the G in that game, bro.
Mhm.
Oh, and Cyclops. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if somebody gets this and I have the opportunity, I will for sure play it.
Oh yeah.
If it, like I said, if it goes
I
to
feel like
Game
this
Pass,
almost. I almost feel like this. Well, there's no. I mean, there's still some arcades out there. I feel like this should be released in arcades.
it probably will be at some point.
Yeah, because like games will
Uh,
come out and then it'll be released in arcades.
so
Like
did you
Guitar
see
Hero.
this?
Yes, that
This
was.
is-
I was like, that is pretty awesome.
So this is going to be so Rivers of America at Disney World at the Magic Kingdom is going away, and they are replacing that area with this new.
Oh, that's what. Okay, that's what it's. I didn't realize it was replacing something. I thought it was going to be in addition to.
No. So yeah, Rivers of America is going away. I mean, well, I should say clearly they're keeping the water features and stuff and repurposing it.
Yeah.
But yes, there won't be like a boat ride around and stuff like there is at Disneyland.
Welcome to Piston Peak.
But yeah, you can kind of see like this. This is going to be some kind of fort with who knows what's going on in here. Then there's the entrance to
lodge.
the ride.
That's kind of cool. I dig that.
And so the ride goes throughout this whole area, all up and down and around here. So it's basically the same mechanics as the Cars ride at Disney California Adventure.
Yeah.
Also the same kind of ride mechanics as what you would experience at Epcot over at Test Track.
Radiator Springs, but this looks like it's going to be. Is it going to? It's the water. It's a water one, or is this supposed to be?
No.
Oh. So it actually is.
It's more like off-roading and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought because I see the water, so I was thinking like kind of like Grizzly Rapids type deal.
Yeah, the track is come down through like here through these geysers and over these logs into this tunnel and whip around, and you can see like there's these little entrances up here and down here. So you'll go along this whole track.
It almost feels like there should be a water ride.
And who knows, maybe they will. But that is not something I've heard is coming. And then, of course, you can still see back here in the background, Big Thunder Mountain, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah.
And then kind of the Frontierland storefronts and everything.
Hooray!
So, I'm looking forward to this, and this should be opening by sometime in early 28 was last I heard.
Oh,
so
going to be a while.
But I'm planning to go in late 28. Okay. So, speaking of the not Magic Kingdom, but Walt Disney World, over at Hollywood Studios, they just opened up two Broadway style stage shows.
There'll be two:
Little Mermaid: A Musical Adventure and Disney Villains: Unfairly
Ever After.
There's
apparently
video.
The whole show for Villains is up. I didn't watch it, but that's apparently up
by Disney, or
I don't know if it was. I think it's probably somebody who recorded it illegally,
some bootleg.
Well, I don't. It looked. I mean, from what it looked, at least the cover looked good, but I don't know. I didn't watch it, like I said. So,
well, maybe I'll check it out because I'm sure what'll probably happen is by the time I'd go see it out there, it'll probably move over to California Adventure.
Well, that's too. I mean, I guess they have a number of different theaters over at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. So,
or actually things that weren't studios or weren't theaters, but they could probably converted.
So did you hear about the Poop Cruise documentary coming out?
I saw that trailer. I was like, oh, Carnival.
So this was, I don't ever remember hearing about this. This was
I-
2013.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing about this either.
And evidently the engine on this ship went out
Pooped
and they
out.
were stuck at sea.
It pooped out.
And literally decks were filling up with urine and feces, and people were having to find places to poop
They gave them
just
biohazard bags to poop in.
until those ran out.
Oh, cheapers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's full refund plus cruise credit for another cruise line.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, what I don't understand is what we see here in this image
Yeah.
because
What is going on here? People
Yeah.
couldn't. Oh, maybe you know what? Maybe it was because people couldn't be in the rooms, so they had to like do makeshift rooms. or something.
Oh, I was like, are these supposed to be rain catchers maybe because they were running out of fresh water?
I mean, that could be it too, but like it looks like I mean, it almost like looks like Tent City. So maybe they had to set this up so that people who were in the decks that were, feces infested, could sleep. I mean, it looks
Yeah.
like there's this, like, what do you call those, lawn chairs or whatever?
Lawn chairs. Okay.
Not, the ones you lay out on it.
Loungers.
Yeah,
Sunbathing.
whatever you call those things. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of what that looks like.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch this, but I also, since I'm going on a cruise in just a couple of months, like I'm like, I don't want to see that just before I go on a cruise. Not that I'm worried anything's going to happen, and I'm just going around the Hawaiian Islands, so I'm never going to be far from, land, so to speak. But I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
Well, since we're talking about cruises, did you check out the new episode of NCL Meet the Crew? This just came out this week. Pastry
Yeah.
Chef.
I watched like a couple minutes of it. I was kind of like, okay, cool.
I find it interesting. I used to work at a casino, a good high-end casino, the Atlantis. And, we had a pastry chef and a full pastry team that, would be there every day at, 2-3 in the morning, making the stuff for the entire day. And they were amazing.
Yeah.
They what they do is,
It's magic. It's magical.
So, obviously on a cruise ship, that there's going to be some of the same of that, except these guys are working a lot more than just an early morning shift.
No, yeah, they're all day, baby.
Yeah.
Take that
So I don't know. I thought it was interesting. To me, the last one, the casino, was more interesting, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yo, that looks pretty dope.
A new James Bond video game, which appears to be, I don't want to call it a prequel because it's not really, it's not a film and it's not like a prequel game or something, but
Kind
it
of
is,
prequel
it
game.
is like an origin story, it feels like.
Very Tomb Raider-ish.
Tomb Raider-ish. I didn't get that.
Well, like the beginnings, the first part of the story.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm more curious about is this going to be, whoever this actor is this our new Bond?
Probably not.
Well, the film was made in conjunction with MGM Metro. The game was made with, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Amazon MGM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just makes me wonder, like, if they spent, because this game looks good. It looks like they spent a crap ton of money on this game. So I don't
Is the
think
next James Bond going to be animated?
I feel like this is a James Bond film, right? Like,
Well, that's, I mean, like, what was the one that they did with the one back in the day on PlayStation, had a Maya theme song and everything. That was very much film like. It was Pierce Brosnan, I believe, though.
it was a game with Pierce Brosnan, but it wasn't based off of one of the films.
No, it was its own It was like a standalone.
I don't think I ever played that one.
I mean, I think I might still own it. I think it was on PS2.
Interesting.
Looking it up real quick.
Yeah, at first I freaked out because when I first found this, it was only showing up on PlayStation, and I was like, no! And then I did some research and found no, it's going to be on all platforms. So
They did have Agent Under Fire that was on Xbox. It was actually it did come out on Game Boy. It's 007 Everything or Nothing. It's Pierce Brosnan, and Maya has the theme song for it. Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
all I can say is
And she's also in the game, apparently, as a Bond girl in the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am immensely looking forward to this.
This looks
Considering
very
I
good.
hadn't heard boo about it until today.
Yeah.
I mean,
It looks very entertaining. It looks like, looks very entertaining.
Yeah. Well, and especially, I mean, it feels like it is a Bond reboot because it takes place modern. It takes place, today or somewhere in like near future. But it is a young Bond who's just getting into the 00,
And he's going up against 009 apparently.
That's what it sounds like, but we'll see.
Which is very GoldenEye.
Yes, going up against 6.
Yeah.
Alec.
Yeah.
So you'll be playing this one then, it sounds like?
I definitely will probably I'll try and check this one out. I'll wait till it goes on sale, of course. But yeah, this is something I think I want to check out.
The frugal game player that you are.
Yes, very much so.
Speaking of frugal game playing, have you gotten any further in AC Shadows or
no? I've been preoccupied with some other stuff. So I need to get a good game session.
So they released last week.
Yeah, the death what was
Dead
it?
by Dawn.
Dead by Dawn. Yeah, something like that.
So I played that. It was
terrifying. Just kidding.
It was frankly, it was a little more annoying than anything.
That kind of
until I figured out what I needed to do. I didn't feel like it was clear enough. Hey, you're going to need to do XYZ
before you can get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. That kind of booty.
And I also feel like it almost detracted from the game because the game felt very grounded, very real. It didn't have some of the elements we've seen from the last.
That's kind of, again, I think this is the thing that they do with the kind of outlandish, well, not outlandish, but the kind of weird storylines that they had in other games. Not weird, but whereas like,
to be clear, they didn't do it in Mirage, the most recent release prior to this one.
Right. Mirage, yeah. Oh no, they
also didn't do it in anything prior to Origins. It was only Origins, Valhalla, and Odyssey where they did some of this like interplay with Greek mythology or Norse mythology and stuff like that.
Yeah. What did they have something? Oh yeah, in Egypt they had the
giant snakes and
the gods, the Egyptian gods, the
Cerberus or no
viruses basically in the system.
Yeah.
And then Valhalla also had the thing with, or not Valhalla, but Valhalla had one too, but the Greek gods thing where he was Odin.
Norse gods, but yes.
Oh wait, that was Valhalla. No, I'm talking. The Greek. No, the one that was on Atlantis.
Yes,
that was in.
But that's my point. Odyssey. Is prior to Origins, Assassin's Creed never did that. Mirage didn't do that. This game wasn't doing that, and so again, I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm not saying like no, but I wish they had it more grounded in reality since the entire game is that.
Yeah, fair.
if the game had had elements similar to Odyssey or Valhalla or whatever, it would have made more sense to me for this.
Yeah.
It was also, once I figured out what to do, it was really easy and really short. I would highly advise, waiting until you get to a higher level to try and do it, James.
Yeah.
I don't know what level you're at currently, somewhere in the 30s, I think last
Mhm.
we talked. I was, I'm at end game, so I was level 60 plus, and I wouldn't say it was difficult, but it wasn't easy.
Okay.
So bear that in mind. But I definitely would say, if when you get to doing it, do it with the lights off in a dark room. Really lean into the feel that they're going for.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I
just
play with the
released
lights on.
just released a couple of hours ago, actually. Wicked for Good.
Yeah.
The trailer for the sequel or Act 2
Ooh.
of the musical.
Yeah.
What did you get?
Longest intermission ever.
Seriously.
No, I mean I enjoyed Wicked. So I will be seeing this one, of course. For Good.
You enjoyed the movie, the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then because like I said before, like when we talked about it the first time, I knew when I saw the play, I said this is going to be turned into a movie. I didn't realize that it was going to be turned into two. Well, should have known it was going to be two parts because it's just a long musical. And they added some stuff. They, for the most part, they didn't really take anything away. They kind of just they added some stuff, and I thought which was okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first one. I'm hoping that the second one is just as enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go see it. We saw the first one in the theater, so I'll go see it. I was not impressed with the first one. I think the musical was better. I wish they would have turned it into a movie, 10 years ago when you still could have had Chenoweth and Menzel playing those parts.
Yeah.
I think that would have been better, frankly. And that's not me saying that I think these two are terrible. It's just I don't think they're as good. I don't think they're close, frankly. I think they're fine for what this is, and obviously you're not going to have Chenoweth and Menzel playing them now. That just doesn't work. But that's one of the downsides to musicals that get turned into movies. If they don't do it quickly, it doesn't end up panning out well. Now, an exception to that was over a decade before almost a decade before they turned it into a movie, Rent, and still had almost the entire original cast, and it worked out well.
I mean, like I said, I enjoyed this one. A lot of people that I've talked to who saw this enjoyed it as well. I mean, I saw both. I saw the show in San Francisco at the Orpheum years ago, and so I enjoyed that. But there's something about Idina Menzel and Christian Chenoweth that will always be endearing and just wonderful for what it was. But I have enjoyed Grande and Arrivo in this one. So I mean, I think anytime you turn something that is popular into and actually that was planned. But anytime you turn something that has such a following that is again very popular, I think it's you're always going to have people that are going to be like, oh, it's just not the same. I realized it wasn't going to be the same. And I knew it was going to be the same because it's different people. They're going to do something a little bit different with it, and I think that when each person who plays these characters brings something a little bit different to the role, and that's what I look at it as. I appreciate it for what it is. While I enjoy, the original Broadway cast soundtrack, I enjoyed the traveling cast that I saw. I also appreciate this film for what it is as well. So, you know, I'm excited to see this wrapped up.
Are you more excited for this than you will be for part 3?
I thought
there are sequels to.
Well, yeah, but I know there's sequels to this to Wicked itself. Which, I mean, if they do, I'd be interested to see what they are, because I haven't read the books or anything like that. So I thought there was a book before Wicked. I could be wrong.
I mean, The Wizard of Oz, yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about like it was like in the same vein, but so there, Wicked, and then I know there's Son of a Witch, and there might, or maybe there's a third book after that. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe there's a total of 3 books that make this
that
Wicked,
sounds right.
Wicked, Son of a Witch, and then something else. So yeah, I mean, if they end up doing something else after, I'd be okay to. I mean, I'd like to see what it is.
Yeah, what if they get Schwartz to write more music?
Hey, that's always a good day. Because I mean, yeah, we got to see some of Wicked done when we were up at Ohlone
Workshop.
workshopped. Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
at the same time that we were doing Godspell.
That's right.
Another Schwartz show.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways, that was all of the prepared content that I had. You got anything fun and/or exciting coming up this next week?
Not really. Like I said, we're going to see Ballerina tomorrow. If anybody's interested, I mean, I guess we could post it later. An actual an official trailer for Happy Gilmore 2 came out, which gives a little bit more story, which is nice, because the first one we were kind of like, huh? But yeah, I liked the first Happy Gilmore. Sometimes I feel like it should have been left alone, but Adam Sandler signed this huge deal with Netflix to make I don't know how many movies. So he's keeping to his obligation.
I'm actually more interested to see MJF in this film than I am to see the film.
MJF.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman from AEW Wrestling.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he was in there. Okay. I don't really follow AEW. Yeah.
I'm surprised you actually didn't want to do a tribute tonight to the career of Ron Killer.
Man, I'm still butthurt about that. Actually, it was crazy. On Raw the other night, they were like, "We want truth. We want truth," and there was points when I felt like they cut out the audio from the audience.
They did.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened after Raw went off the air?
No.
So CM Punk grabbed a microphone and he was like, "How dare you people chant for someone who's no longer here?" You'll think about that on the ride home. You'll get it. Because of all the years that they chanted.
They chanted CM Punk's name?
Uh-huh.
It was just tongue in cheek, right? It was.
Oh, yeah. He was totally joking.
Yeah,
but, I was watching. Have you ever watched or listened to Busted Open?
Mm-mm.
It's a wrestling talk show where like Bubba Ray's on there and Mark Henry's on there. And
somebody gonna get their ass whipped?
And they kind of recap like the shows, and it's on daily, so they're constantly reviewing whatever was on the day before. And when they were talking about it, they were booking. They were like, so what should happen is Truth should go to AEW, and somebody should go up to him and be like, "Hey, the boss is waiting to see you." Who? Truth is like, who? And, Khan, he wants to see you. Go over to Khan's office because Tony Khan runs AEW. Nick Khan runs WWE. So then you have him walk into the office and be like, hey, Nick, I heard you wanted to see me. Except it's Tony. Or he should just show up and be like thinking he's still at, WWE. and like when, have him come on stage, or show up when John Moxley is there and come up to him and be like, hey, what's up, Dean? Cesaro, where you been?
That actually could be quite funny.
That could make a lot of money. And to me, this is one of the worst business decisions I think WWE has made in a long time,
bro. Especially with the just the pop that he's been getting lately, bro.
Not lately, for a long time.
For a long time, but I'm saying, but at the same time, just like what he's done lately has been.
Well, and the fact that you just had him in a main event, with John Cena on his retirement tour,
and then you cut him after that. Like, what?
I'm more pissed that they're not giving him like a proper send off. Like, he is old. He's 53, if I remember correctly. And it is time for him to come to the end.
You see that music video he dropped?
That was good. Country song?
Yeah.
Country rap by R-Truth or Ron Killens.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I knew he was like, he did like rap and stuff, but that was a good song.
I mean, you've seen the picture of him from like the late 80s, early 90s with Tupac, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he used to rap and like he used to open, and he opened for Digital Underground and for Tupac. And yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a legit rapper.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I mean, I knew it was like part of his character, but I didn't realize I didn't realize he was.
No, that wasn't character. Legit. That was him.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the sad part is, again, listening to Bubba and Mark talk about him, like, there's no one who legitimately has a bad, negative thing to say about the guy. And that's hard to find in the industry.
Yeah, I mean, he played his character to a T. He had, I mean, he was like one of those quintessential like company guys.
Mm-hmm.
And so that the fact that they decided to cut him was like, bro, what? Or what's going on, bro?
Well, and the fact that he, 17 years on this run and previous run as K-Quick.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about K-Quick, bro.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. He had his run at TNA. Ron, the Truth. It is sad. It is sad. I hope they make it right, and they might. This could all be just some massive work.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
No.
But it could be.
Hall of Fame him.
Right?
Better Hall of Fame him.
Yeah. Well, last thing we can talk about, peel back the curtain a little bit. I'm not going to play the video. The last couple of weeks, you and I have been meeting with a couple different event facilitation companies to try and make life easier, mostly for me, in regards to organizing the events that we do. Wow. A couple of weeks ago, we met with events.com, and today we met with Eventini or Eventini, some people say. Fairly certain it's Eventini. But right now we've got a 7-day pro trial, so we're in there playing around. I've been using the free version, but we're in there with pro for a week to check it out.
Check it out. See what we got.
What did you think of kind of the walkthrough with events.com a couple weeks ago, and then today with Eventini?
I actually enjoyed both of them. I think I mean, right up front, I was like, oh, events.com is dope. Like, I liked a lot of the stuff that they had to offer. And I also liked the price. And they had a lot, there was a lot of stuff that we could do on there. There's a lot of stuff that you know, we there was some stuff that we would need to learn, but you know, just like any other site like that, you know, they had a team that would be able to help install that kind of stuff. Then meeting with Eventini, I was like, yo, that's kind of even crazier because they had everything. Like yeah, like everything was kind of available from get, you know, setting up your floor plan to so you can get every tickets, vendors, sponsors, like everything was like on, you could get that all set up.
Volunteers, scheduling.
Volunteers, yeah, you could set up your schedule of events that were going to be going on, everything, and then there's, you know, the QR codes that he was talking about, where you could get that and it goes to your mobile, and so it gives you the map of everything, and you basically you put the stuff on the map, and then basically their information pops up so people can click on whatever they want and then go back later and look at it and be like, oh yeah, and they can go to their website and, you know, buy stuff from their website, things like that. So I was like, yo, this is really nice. But it was just the price.
Yeah, I mean, if it was the same price as events.com, it'd be a no-brainer.
Oh yeah, no brainer. But this one has a pretty price tag on it.
Yeah. But you know, as I've said to you over the years, and my general philosophy has always been, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, and this is definitely something you get what you pay for.
Yeah,
and the thing is too is that there's some of the stuff that's a little bit different, where you can set up the floor plan. You can set up your floor plan, and it's a little bit instead, like you can set up your floor plan and make changes as needed on the fly, whereas on events.com you'd have to contact somebody to make changes to the floor plan and stuff like that, which is kind of, that takes time and such.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
and the team that you get, and then I mean both of them had teams that you get to help you out. This one Eventini has like a person that trains you on how to use it, really. So I was like, yo, that's crazy. But yeah, I think overall, I mean, Eventini did leave a very good impression today, for sure.
Yeah. So we'll try it out for a week and see where we're at on the backside of that. But I definitely, you know, for me, would like to have a one-stop shop, because right now, you know, we've got volunteers going through a Google form.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do anything other than just collect their information.
Right.
We've got
Eventini has vendors, and then we have
Eventbrite for ticket sales.
Eventbrite, yeah, Eventbrite for ticket sales. So it's like we got three different directions of things.
Yeah. So and none of those currently are doing the floor plan or sponsors or so, you know, definitely, you know, we need to, if we're going to keep doing this thing, we've got to do something to step up our game.
Yeah, and then they also have, like, you know, they have the opportunity to use some of their stuff, like they have the iPads and stuff like that with the hotspot. I mean, I think if anything, I have a hotspot, so we could probably use that if need be. But
the facility that we're currently utilizing has Wi-Fi. So
okay, then we can use that. So yeah, so I mean, and then like they give you the card readers and stuff like we had last year from Eventbrite, I believe it was. So everything they kind of have, they've kind of taken the best of each thing and combined it. They do have a person. I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, he's not cheap, but they have a guy that will make your floor plan for you. But you know, that was
honestly, like that price point that I saw, and especially since you don't have to pay for it all at once, you can pay for it over time. That's actually not bad.
Oh yeah, and I mean apparently he was a graphic designer. He's a graphic designer, and he did work on Archer. So,
which I love that show.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, maybe we should try and get him to come to KaboomCon as a guest.
Hey, bro, we got you. Come on.
Come on down. Well, I ain't got nothing else.
No, me neither.
So I think we can call this good.
Cut it.
Sounds like a plan.